Rak, welcome back to your number one rugby podcast, brought to you by Lulabet, and also episode brought to you by Rooibos Man.
Yes.
Partner, how you doing, man?
I am great, guys. I have recovered from my celebrations fatigue.
You look good. That's you shine bright like a diamond.
I tell my wife I look like a smoke show.
Huh?
Okay? Smoke show. You say,
Yes, so now you look
What?
good, eh?
Like it?
No, maat, eh?
we look fantastic.
Your special partnership with Eben Supply.
Yes.
Guys, we're going to show this Ruckus out. Ruckus, if you want, hey, this
Huh?
one. Okay, look. Look. Ooh,
Ayo.
it's your number one rugby podcast, eh?
Now we got the swag now. Looking the part. We're growing.
We're growing.
It's important that there's small steps of growth, which I love.
Small steps.
Don't,
Sorry, man. I'm getting carried away sometimes.
Don't be rude, sir. Please don't be rude.
But how's your week been? Been good?
It's been
busy?
good, fantastic,
You
really
had a busy week, yes?
I've had
MC. Did you
Hey,
MC?
guys.
I was a guest speaker as MC. Please tell the Ruckus. Intro, and I need to get that intro song.
My intro.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, first of all, I had my first MC gig at ETA College, which was fantastic. I was nervous as hell. But my intro was like this, partner.
Okay, talk to me. I love it.
I introduced myself with this. I'm short. I'm round. I bounce off the ground. I'm Rudy Page. Hey, I'm short. I'm round. I bounce off the ground. I'm Rudy Page. I was quiet.
Oh, that was class. Huh? Yeah, I was sitting there waiting to be the guest speaker, and I'm like, wow. Partner,
Next level.
You shocked me.
It's because my nerves.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. That was well done, partner.
But
Was awesome to see.
fantastic growth. Obviously, for the two of us, we're in a new environment, in a new world. Obviously, after we're playing the game of rugby and taking those challenges on head on and not being scared, which for me was quite important,
No,
not
you
being
liked
scared,
it.
and really liked
You
it.
look comfortable.
Thank you.
And the day after,
The day after,
Peppies, we
we
went
were
to
in
Paul.
Paul. We introduced Canan Moodie
Canan Moodie.
to his primary school, which was a
Boys High
fantastic,
Primary.
Kleyn Boys High, which was a really good event to be part of, and to see how those kids love him.
Huh?
Meneer.
Just so they loved him. It was
That was-
fantastic to see,
Really?
to inspire the next generation.
Yeah,
End of the
that was
day.
so. Last week was phenomenal.
Phenomenal, yeah.
I think especially for us, we really enjoyed it, and now we got a lovely episode.
Ooh, and we got the boykie locked in.
Yes, as the Ruckus, as soon as we were at the school, we saw him. We had to
Yes,
grab the opportunity and tell him, listen here, behind the ruck, want you.
Exactly. Because we interviewed him, asked him a couple of questions, and those answers were so nice, we had to bring it on here.
It was so nice, we want it twice.
Huh? Yes.
Hey.
Back to back. Hey.
Okay, stop. Seatbelt.
Yes, partner, talk to me. Get the ducks in a row.
And
Coming
quickly,
up.
guys, this episode, Ruckus, we have Canan Moodie.
Moody. Properly, say it
and
properly.
that's why we are in such a good mood.
Mood. Yes, because you
Okay.
get mood.
Canan Moodie's on the episode.
Yes.
20-year-old
Yeah,
World Cup winner.
Wow.
20 years old, he won a World Cup. So we got him on the show. We're going to talk Duane Vermeulen retirement.
Yeah, news. We got to get news, eh?
we got some news on the episode later. We got John Kleyn and what island has said. Ek weet nie wat daar aangaan nie,
Yeah, we'll
maar
see
okay.
later, and I might share something as well. But
Yes.
okay, let's crack on.
And then we're going to talk about the URC in this episode. We're also going to announce the weekly winner of our social media competition.
Yes,
We're going to announce
Six
that
Grand.
right now. And then obviously our beauty moment of the week this week brought to you by Rooibos Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's going to be beautiful.
And that's going to be exciting.
Yeah.
So quickly before we get to Canan Moodie.
Yes, let's get to the 6-1 girl winner. So
Yes.
our winner for posting, sharing the love, tagging us, spreading the love. Our winner for this week for the 6-1 girl competition is Nathan Jacobs. Nathan Jacobs, well done.
Congratulations,
it's
Nathan.
also at Uncle Nate's.
At Uncle
Well
Nate's.
done, and thank you very much for sharing the love, tagging us into you watching Behind the Ruck. And it is awesome to see how our Ruckers enjoy it and our
Yes.
Ruckers being part of us.
And we finally we rewarding them with something.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's only the start.
Only the start.
Next week and the week after we go again.
Okay.
And the week after in December, because it's December.
Seatbelt.
Yes, we got lots of stuff coming up.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Then I'm excited.
Okay,
Okay,
to get it
guys.
away.
Up next, we got Canan Moodie. Hey, partner.
Ooh, I'm in a good mood? Are you in a good mood?
I'm in a fantastic mood.
Because it's Moodie.
Meneer Canan Moodie, welcome to Behind the Ruck, buddy. And how are you doing?
Good. Thank you for having me, guys. I can't wait to get the show started.
Yeah, we got to find out a couple of things because we saw him last week at Boys Eye, Kleyn Boys Eye.
Hy seker op van
And
ons
we
al.
introduced him.
Die so sy honderd.
Yes, and then we locked him in because we need to know what's happening.
Vital, we're
Huh?
sorting
need
the
to know.
ruckers out again. Kleyn, first of all, how was the weekend? Are you still celebrating? Are you calmed down? How are you doing, buddy?
No, for me, I think after that trophy tour, I was done. That Sunday when we landed back in Cape Town, even though it was my birthday, I said, no, I'm done. So yeah, it's a tough week on the trophy tour, but one memorable, and I wouldn't change for anything. I enjoyed it thoroughly, and obviously coming back now this weekend, like I said, went away with the family, spent some time with them, next week we're back in URC, so then you're not going to see them for quite some time.
Straight back in.
Yes, in
21, nee?
21 years old.
Het hy vir skoek gehou?
As ek sê dit, ek kan nie meer koek eet nie. Guys, nou maar kyk vir my, okay? I'm sorry. But no 21st celebrations, Canan?
For me, I'm not a guy that likes to, go out or be I have a big thing. I'm more low key, so just a dinner with the friends, and that was it for me when I landed in Cape Town. Some of my friends met me in Cape Town, and we just had a dinner, chilled a bit, and yeah, that was me.
Meneer,
Quality time.
that's lekker, né? What did you do when you were 21? What did you do when you were 21?
Ja, rustig.
Did you win World Cups?
Huh?
Did you win World Cups?
A key.
You got a key, yeah, definitely.
Old
You got a key. En die stadsaal. Key in die stadsaal, gaan jy. Canan, before we get to the rugby part and the Springbok part and the World Cup winning, I think a lot of South Africans that don't know you, we really want to not educate our listener or our viewer, but we want to give the full story of Canan Moodie. So please, let's start off at the right. Please share with our viewers and our audience, where is Canan from? Where were you born? Where do you come from? A bit of your family and a bit of your background, please, man.
So yeah, I grew up in Paul, for those who might know better, van in Nieuwepaai in Amstelhof. So that's the area. But yeah, that's where I grew up, born and raised. I went, from grade R, went to Kleyn Boys Eye. I've spent most of all my primary school years there. Went grade 7, made the leap to the outside of Paul, went to Boland Landbou. So yeah, grade 8 at Boland Landbou. Obviously new environment. Didn't know what was going on. Coming from where I come from, not used to all these things. So I had to adapt to obviously a new environment where I had to do everything for myself, and obviously make new friends, get used to how things were done in their way. So obviously very tough years, and I think I brought out the best out of me. I think if I didn't take that opportunity, I don't think I would have been here where I am today, where I learned true values of what hard work is and what it takes to get something you really want. And I think that's what Boland Landbou learned me when obviously we played against Boys Eye and Jongh and all those big schools where we were just a smaller school. So obviously we had to work much harder to even compete with these guys. So I think that's where Boland Landbou installed those values in me. And then grade 8 till grade 12. Grade 11 was where it all turned for me. I was playing in the 14B, I played on the 15B, so I wasn't adapting very well to the school. But I think when I turned the tide, when I realized, like I said, I want to make this rugby thing work. And luckily for me, I had a athlete of a brother who always knew what hard work was.
Hey, stel 'n bietjie goedjies aan. Ja, dis so. Is in die family. Is in die bloed. Is in die perelse water. Is er gesê?
I went there last week. There's the water.
Yes.
I missed that water.
Yes.
Because there's
talent coming
there's
from
more
there.
Springboks in peril than policemen. I don't know. That's what they're saying.
That's what they say.
Yeah.
And I'm from Wellington, but there's no hospital in Wellington, so you gotta go to Paul. So ek is ook 'n bietjie Paul watertjies.
Don't. Stay out.
Hy is waar die lanke voetstappe vandaan kom.
Nee, stay in your lane, please.
Can I just quickly on that as well? Because you said you went from Kleyn Boys Eye to Landbou. Okay, usually, because I went from Jongh Laar to Jongh Hoër, you go into that level.
Yeah.
Why did you miss Boys Eye? And also, how did you got from Landbou straight up to the Bulls in that season and not staying here, man? Cape Town.
So, like I said on the previous one, I was fortunate enough when I went to Kleyn Boys, I made people that really looked out for me. And one of those people was Chris Jongh. He was my under 13 coach. And, obviously, I thought I could play rugby. I played academy and VP academy in under 13. So I thought, maybe I can make this rugby thing work. But yeah, obviously Boise and Jongh and all those big schools, they get the best of the best. And obviously I didn't see myself as one of those. Landbo came and gave me opportunity to spend the next 5 years there and hopefully develop as a young guy and as a rugby player, and more not just as a rugby player but as an individual. And I think that was where I developed the most in the person who I became. And then grade 11. Yeah, Bulls. So that's
smart.
Actually interesting story.
Not smart.
I knew he's a smart young man.
How did you miss
Clever
that
individual.
But so my grade 11 year, played first team, and then obviously thought, okay, matric, this is my time. And then 2020, as we recall, was the year COVID hit. So 3 games in, COVID hits, and there's our rugby season. Lockdown, going home, you don't know what you're gonna do, especially like if for guys like us that didn't have quite the name or people didn't know who we are. And so I think obviously a lot of guys fell through as well in that year.
COVID,
but luckily for me, Bulls came knocking.
Die budget is te groot daar by die bulle, lyk dit my, hè? Jy het geld nie.
Stay in your lane, sir. Stay in your lane.
So mostly it was like to start off, Varsity started contacting me and saying bursaries and whatnot. And then obviously that was enough for me. I was like, it's an opportunity to play rugby and to study. So obviously did fairly well at school, so I could go that route. And then it's
still early days. Still early days. We'll see. We'll see. And obviously positions. We kind of know what positions you prefer because you've played outside centre, you've played wing for the Springboks, even outside centre for the Springboks as well. And you probably played a little bit of fullback as well at school.
Lock?
You played a bit of lock.
That was under 15 where the coach said when I got my growth spurt. I was like, no, maybe go to lock, but no.
Yeah, but now we here again, episode 8 we said small, medium and large. We back to small, medium and large. Or not?
Why are you attacking me, sir?
No.
Stop it. Cheap,
No, I think for me, being as young as I am, I know there's a small group of people that get this opportunity at a young age. So my thing was just like wherever I can get to play and get the opportunity was where I would do it. Wherever on the field, I would go there and just give my best and try to do the job as best as possible. And obviously for me, when you play a certain position from a young age, you tend to fall in love with that position and feel like that's where you should be. Yeah. And I think 13 was definitely that position for me at school, playing at school, and then obviously the juniors. The 1 year I played in the juniors, I played 13. And then after that, the next year I got called up to the senior side, and that's obviously when I went to the winger. But like I said, for me, obviously I prefer for 13. But wherever the opportunity is. It's just closer to the ball. Defense is something I obviously pride myself in and something I like as well. So I think, and obviously 13 is a pivotal role in the back or in the team and defense. So I think I would like to grab a hold of that role.
Physicality.
Kleyn, obviously I got to meet your older brother in Pretoria as an athlete. And that is where my question is going. Goed on,
okay.
Manne loop.
Okay.
Manne quickies jump. Is there any other sport that you love doing in school that you grow up, or has it always just been rugby?
I think, so like I said, we didn't grow up very privileged. So, you played cricket until grade under 10. When they started with the equipment, we had to...
Losom.
Okay, it's fine. Next sport. Same with hockey, same with, cricket, cricket, tennis and all those sports. Obviously, when you want you can play sport, you can basically, or when you're competitive, you can do anything. But like I said, when the equipment started coming in, it was like, okay, wait. And obviously rugby, you don't need anything. So rugby was... Kalfoot, nog eens een mouthguard, nixie. But then obviously rugby was the one, and obviously rugby was the first love. But at high school, I started picking up that again. Obviously, Landbo is a small school, so wherever you must do whatever you can. So whether it was playing cricket, whether it was athletics,
400 meters. You look like 400 meters. No,
I tried. Obviously, I was a jack of all trades. So wherever there was someone missing or someone needed, Canan was filling in that spot. 400 hurdles, 800, 1,500. 100 meters, 200, that was all me. I wasn't good, but I was always willing to help.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
And
important. Yeah,
Looks like you had humble pie this morning. Trying to say it wasn't good. And then, luckily for us, as a young guy, you obviously played Landbou, then went to the Bulls. Smartest decision of your life, young man. I'm a blue
100%.
bull. Guys, for all the rakkers who don't know, ek is 'n bull. Okay? Ek gaan dood 'n bull, ek is lief vir die bulle, en hier sit ek met nog 'n bull.
23 December, sien ons mekaar.
100%. Ons is echt, hij is klaar afgemerkt.
Hij is klaar. Zie was kom vir julle. Was kom vir julle. But then obviously going to the Bulls, Canan, please explain to me, what has Pretoria been like for you, and how have you settled into life at the Bulls?
Like obviously said, it was obviously a tough time going to the Bulls. COVID was still a thing. So yeah, obviously we started very slow for us. Went up in Feb, I think in 2021. Went up in Feb. Well, then came there, they said, no, we can't start anything. There's protocols, observe and all those things. Went back home, I think until June was the first time we actually started, training together and obviously playing. And then, tough times. But yeah, I think for me, Pretoria has been lovely. I mean, I've obviously, when I went there, I had one mindset, and that's to play rugby. So all my time I invested in rugby, and obviously I didn't go out as much. And obviously just being there, to know the pros, staying in the pros, being on the field the whole time. So it's the whole time just there. And I think for now that I've obviously moved out to the pros, seen more of Pretoria, obviously moved around, I think Pretoria is a lovely place. Obviously, there's not a lot to do, and it's not Cape Town, but
it's a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's why it helped me a lot. Helped me a lot as a person. Whenever I have off time, I'd rather go to the gym or go to the field or rather invest my time in something in that. So that's what I'm saying. For me, I think that's obviously, like we said, obviously it's the Bulls, but it's probably the best decision I've made, or it's come across my path to go to the Bulls.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yes, sir. I am confident, guys. I am confident, and I can't wait. Uncle Jake, Canan, 13.
That's also another one. I don't think, if I didn't go to the Bulls, a coach that would take a chance on a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Back a 19-year-old to play on the highest level, move him to other position and play knockout rugby. So kudos to him for believing in a 19-year-old.
Yeah,
it's awesome. And then before we get to the box, obviously everybody in the world want to know about your time at the box. I really want to know, who is Canan Moodie? What does Canan listen to Mariah Carey? When Canan is sitting at the house with his brother and his family, what are you like? Are you a joker? Are you quiet? Are you drawn to yourself? Explain to the viewers, what does Canan Moodie like to do in his off time?
I think, that's normally the question you try to shy away from. It's all about rugby, as always. But I think I'm a calm guy, not very flashy or not very outgoing. I'm an introvert, so like around certain people, I like to be myself, where I could joke around. Obviously, my friends, they know, could throw a joke around, and I like having fun. But mostly, I would pull to myself and just like I said, I would sit at home and then go train or do something like that. But off time wise, it's obviously, like I said, now with growing now up as a player in Pretoria as well, you must find something to get away from the rugby.
Yes.
Which is very, very balanced. Obviously, and a young guy, you don't initially want to hear that. But yeah, I think I've started to, not that I should say I've started playing golf, but
yes.
No, but there's the driving range, which normally Wednesdays are off days.
Yeah.
So we'd go to the driving range and hit a few balls, or just find something to do that's not rugby orientated. Like the morning, I would obviously do my things, and in the afternoon, just take it easy on something else. But yeah, very chilled guy. In terms of the music, rap music.
Okay.
So yeah, Lil Baby, Rod Wave, those type of guys. Obviously,
I've got no clue what names you just mentioned.
There's always the old school. The old school is always
guy.
a factor. But yeah, and then I'm a piano and com and those type of.
I don't think he knows Luther Vandross in the voice.
No.
Voice to men.
Yes, Kenny G.
Yeah, but let's get to Springboks, eh? Huh?
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's get a bit.
19-year-old, first time getting a call up. What would have gone through your mind before we get to him?
Huh?
what have gone to your mind? 19-year-olds getting your first call up to the box.
No, it's special. There's something obviously when you start. For me personally, when I was 8 years old and I wanted to become a Springbok rugby player, and that was the only thing I was focused on. And like you said now, it's a lot of sacrifices to get there. And once you get there, that opportunity, just not only to get that opportunity and get that call up, because it's more important for your family members. It's more important, not more important for them, it's important for yourself. But that for your family members, it means a lot. And to see that pride within their eyes means a lot. And then you stand there and you sing the national anthem. It's just special, knowing that obviously you know you've got 80 minutes in front of you, you need to do a job. But knowing who you represent and what sacrifices, not only yourself, but your mom, actually your dad has actually made for you to get there. And that was my personal experience. And you probably got the same or
getting
something different.
goosebumps as you talk about that. And that's 100% correct. You know, not just for you that came all that way, but, you know, the family, so my brother obviously living his dreams through me, not that he's given up on his, but I mean, seeing that, you know, they're my younger brother that I had to drag out of bed to go train. He's there now in the biggest stage of his life, you know, and like Juan said, you're the proudness of your family members, you know, that they see this is actually a reality. I mean, remember when I gave my mom the first call, because I missed the call. I missed my initial call. We were still in preseason. No, from Charles. So I missed my initial call. I was still there in the gym, pumping. There comes Coach Jake and our CEO. They called me. I'm like, what did I do wrong? Did I do something wrong now? Called me into the office and I'm like, okay, what's going on? Because obviously they had stern faces. And I'm like, wait, did I do something wrong? And said, no, you got called up to the Springboks. And I mean, those words.
That's special.
You dream of your whole life, like John said now from 8 years old, or when you pick up that rugby ball, when you see the Springboks, you dream of that words. And packed my bags, went straight to Joburg. And
who was your first call? Who did you call first?
My mom.
Is it? Okay.
My mom first called my mom.
My mom's boy really like it, baby.
Definitely.
And I phoned them, and she was obviously crying and in shock that, you know, a 19 years old, and he's going to the Springboks. And obviously, when I got to the hotel, eyes were lit up. You know, these were the guys, you know, you looked up to 2019. I mean, that's my role models, my heroes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And now I'm rubbing shoulders with them. So obviously, very, very shy and try not to do too much. But obviously, being part of that was really amazing. And a week later, thinking I'm just going to hold bags on tour.
And then got opportunity.
It's Monday, but when they announced the squad, 14 Canan Moodie. I'm like,
So Rassie didn't prepare you, didn't tell you?
No,
okay.
Gooi me die diep sea.
Swim. 14. I'm like, and obviously I had to keep it away from the family.
Yes. Yeah.
So now obviously keeping that excitement away and just, you know, getting dialed in and getting ready for what's to come. Like you said, 80,000 people, but you know, what's the job? So it makes it a bit easier.
And what a try, hey?
And his first game, obviously, it looked like you obviously belonged there, but you looked so comfortable for a 19-year-old. What was the mindset going into that week? If you can remember anything about it, what were you focused on for that first game?
I think the message I had for myself was, you know, this is what you dreamed of your whole life. You know, this is the opportunity you've wanted your whole life. You know, like I said, I didn't grow up as this huge talent from out of school or whatever, you know. It was just this guy that was worked hard for what he got, and this was the opportunity that was given to him, and now I have to make the most of it. I think that was my biggest message to myself, and then obviously focusing on the job and executing the job. You know, some guys only get this opportunity once in a lifetime, so you have to make the most of it.
Yeah.
And then I think that was my biggest message to myself, and not get too
overly
emotional. And obviously at the senior guys are obviously talking to me and making sure like I'm calm-headed and know what's expected of me, and not be who I'm not. So not trying to be someone else or not try to play like someone else. Just be myself. I'm here for a reason. So just go do your job.
It's fantastic. And the try was also, hey.
I saw his brother posted a video at the time when he scored, and obviously his family, how they celebrated in the house. I was quiet. That was special.
That was a special moment. To score on the day.
Yeah, like I said, now obviously with the video, but I think as well when the whole team swarmed me. Like I think Frans Steyn was the first one that hugged me. So I mean that's also very ironic. But Frans Steyn coming to hug me, and then the whole bench coming, the whole team running from far and wide
just
to come celebrate with me. And I think that's probably the most special one. And then obviously the video with the family, phoning them after the game as well. Everyone's just going
spectacular,
mad. Always my brother said after that try, they didn't even watch the game. They were like, it's done now, we can celebrate.
And that's at the end of the day, that's all we have, man. It's memories, and it's memories you're going to remember for a very long time. And moving on to the Rugby World Cup, obviously now. That special game, I'm going to be honest, I wasn't, and a lot of South Africans probably thought, you're not going to be part of the Rugby World Cup. And then you went down to Argentina, played fantastic. You got started and got a fantastic game. Obviously, then the team was actually announced a couple of days after. What went into your head, going into that game, making sure everyone is talking about, the Power Rangers, Canan Moodie, Kurtley Arends, Cheslin Colby, and obviously Mampimpi that's been there. For you to force yourself into that, because they're obviously at the nines as well that can play a wing, for you to force yourself into that squad, what was your mindset in that game and leading up to, playing in Twickenham as well and Wales after that?
I think my brother was actually, everyone in the family came for the first time to Pretoria, so it was first that Australia game. And obviously it didn't go the way I wanted it to, but then they announced the squad that's going to New Zealand and I wasn't part of that. So obviously very disappointed, and I think I channeled that disappointment and told myself, I don't want to feel like this again once that World Cup squad is announced. And I think we went to what I knew best, and that's hard work. My brother running hills, although they were in Auckland for a week, I was probably working my butt off to make sure that when the opportunity comes or when the chance comes again, I get to show them what I actually can do. And I think, fortunately enough, they were very open on how they say they planned the stuff. And, they said the guys that were not going to play in New Zealand, they're probably going to get a chance in Argentina. So pinned that down, and it was like all focus on that game and make sure like when that game comes, I'm ready to go and perform at the best I can.
That's fantastic. And he actually played all the games. He played the Qatar Airways Cup. Where
outside
the Wales game.
That could have been, hasn't been.
Yeah, see, Mr. Wowie.
That would have been the try of the year.
Like I said, I told everyone, they always ask about that try, but I told them, they can take all my tries away.
Just give me that one.
Except the debut one. Give me that one.
Against the Blacks.
Against the All Blacks. 80,000 people on Twickenham.
That would have been special,
But the leading up to the World Cup, obviously, as Juan said, forcing your way into the team, then the way you played in the warm-up games, going to the World Cup now. Now it's a 20-year-old Franny Peppies on his way to the World Cup. Please explain to us, obviously, we were just from the outside, we were supporting you guys, loving you guys. Please explain to the people, what was the World Cup like? What was it being like in France, the team, in France, experiencing all of that?
Yeah, like I said, from the, like you guys said now, from the leading up to those games, obviously the New Zealand one was lost, obviously a lot of momentum we gained from that, and obviously plans we had, executed well, and going with the 7-1 and obviously paying off, giving New Zealand a record score. So obviously we're going into a high into the camp and obviously in the World Cup. So we went to, I think after that new All Blacks game, we went to Corsica. So it's like an island off of Toulon, I think, of France. But so we went there, obviously a bit weird, but we got good work done, and obviously we knew we wrote our goals down, and what we wanted to achieve in the World Cup, how we're going to do it, and obviously very meticulous planning from the coaches. Obviously I had a good time as well. The beaches and trying to see more of the culture in Corsica, and I think it was more focused on, although it's going to be a breakaway from everything, but, the main focus is the Rugby World Cup. And obviously the first game was Scotland. And I think that was, after that All Blacks game, was all focus on Scotland. And then, I think once we knew we beat Scotland, we were not fine, but, we would...
Good spot.
Good spot, safe, regardless of what happens against Ireland. So... Obviously, the Tonga and the Romania game were important, but just get our points and make sure that we're good to qualify, regardless who we play in quarterfinals. just qualify, and then obviously we got France in the quarterfinal, which was probably the toughest game of the whole World Cup in terms of crowd and the referee. So, and the influence obviously that the crowd has on the referee. So I think and not just that, but how we had to plan our trainings, how we had to make sure there weren't eyes watching that weren't supposed to be watching. So I think, as a squad, but I think that's where the credit goes to not just only the coaches who found ways, but the squad that had to adapt.
Players and
so we had
players,
to,
staff and everyone.
exactly. We had to do where the forwards had to do line-outs on the grass or wherever, found a way to do this stuff, and I think players just adapting to whatever the coaches put out there, and I think that's probably why we could squeeze out one point and find a way to win every time. Where the team was just
everything was close.
3 weekends in a row.
All the playoff games, quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. But a credit to you guys and a credit to the squad as well, I must say, because for me personally, that was the toughest Rugby World Cup, especially for South Africa, being in a pool of death, playing against guys like, the Tongan team that it's got Malakai Fekitoa, Charles Pieta, all those boys back, trying to get yourself out of there. Then you play against the host. Then you play against the host. Then you play against England, and that was also close goes. And then you play against a team that obviously lost against you guys in Twickenham that wants to bounce back and, get revenge. And all in all, that was a massive. So credit to you guys. You guys have obviously been, the team, the squad of.
I think it's the for me personally, I've told you this. It's the best era of Springbok rugby ever, and I can say that confidently.
And I agree with you guys.
You understand the road they had to take to win the World Cup, the amount of caps they have had in that squad. So for me, undeniably, the best group ever in Springbok rugby is the one that currently won the World Cup. And then quickly before we say goodbye to him, ek wil net the celebrations.
The celebrations, parade and everything,
the parade.
That was a game as well, the whole week. Hier dan daar.
It felt to me like they were more tired from the parade than actually playing in the World Cup. There was a video where France was sitting in the plane. I think they were on their way to...
the flight and
it's just like, excited.
Are you guys excited?
Did you know the lady had to gas everyone up? She was like, come on guys, give up for the energy. The guys were like, and I saw that meme as well when they said, the Springbok bus idols and the guys.
Yes.
Was it tough?
No, I think obviously
because every city wanted the same energy.
Same energy, and I think that was the toughest part, especially when you're getting minimal hours of sleep, and you obviously wanna put on a show for everyone. But we've been say 18 weeks in France, and obviously a long campaign for us. But then you have to come back. But the energy of the South Africans was amazing. I mean, wherever we went was the support, just people coming out, Langa, Pontiavel, wherever we went, people came out. And obviously we tried to give that energy back to them, but at times it was a bit tough, especially at the back end of it. But I think it was the guys really tried, and the guys that stuck out or that stayed out the whole tour was the guys that
it was tattoos and everything. Where's your mohawk? Where's your tattoo? Te young.
Mohawk, no.
His mommy would say,
my mom killed me almost.
Is it there's something there, partner? There's something there.
No, my mom choked me. It's like when we Cape Town parade, she was here, and then I saw it the first time. The tattoo, and she almost was.
Choke him though. Kleyn, just before we say bye, man, I just want to know, obviously, looking forward now. You've got the URC coming up now. You boys have done well the last couple of weeks.
We're top of the lock, sorry. We're top of the lock.
Okay,
sorry.
So you guys done well, going into the squad now with a good form, especially from a squad effort, and also looking far ahead at the 2027 Rugby World Cup. I mean, you can still play 3 or 4 World Cups. But looking forward to that World Cup in Australia. What is the plan the next 4 years and also the season leading up?
Thanks for a great question, John. I mean, obviously there's a lot of talk about that. I'm young, but I think my focus is not on that now. I think I still have a lot of developing to do as a young player. I've obviously learned and seen a lot, but I think I can still, kick it up a few notches and become a better player. And I think for us now, as the Vali, Kirtley and Marco going into the squad, I think we can just now bring good energy into a squad. We're coming from a World Cup win. We can just not knowledge we're giving into the squad, but the energy we can pick up 100%. And obviously contribute as much as we can. Obviously the guys are doing very well, so as much as we can contribute and hopefully play and hopefully just continue on this road we're on now, and yeah, hopefully December is a very good one.
Yeah, yes,
Yeah, man, and Kleyn, obviously now we obviously at the end. I just want from the two of our side, all the best for your future, young man.
Yeah.
May the Bulls win a URC and a Cup. May this be a fantastic year as a Bulls and a Springbok supporter for us. But honestly, all the best. Enjoy Pretoria. I've stayed there for 7 years. It's a great place to play your rugby.
100%, yeah.
May your future and whatever you achieve, may it flourish and may it be fantastic. And behind the ruck, stand vast.
Achter.
Canan Moodie,
Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks for coming out. Thanks for being on Behind the Ruck. Obviously, I'll see you at the 23rd of December.
Yes, 23rd of December.
En as jy my sien, dan gaan ek jou sê, "Joh, gesê." But brother, all the
this
best.
one,
Yeah,
na die game.
Na die game, yeah.
Na
I
die
just want to
game.
say all the best, my man, and all the best for the season. I like your mindset, not looking too far ahead. You got to focus on this season coming up, but especially the next game leading. So all the best, and hopefully.
Thank you
things will go
guys.
well,
I mean, great host and obviously great show. So I just want to say thank you for having me, and all the ruckers.
The Ruckers,
Here
yes.
we go.
Hey,
Thank you guys for
subscriber,
tuning in, and hopefully we can support these guys and the
Yeah.
amazing job they're doing, giving the exposure to the rugby, and not just rugby, but rugby in South Africa and all the players.
Love it, love it,
Thank
love
you,
it. Yeah.
guys.
That's Canan Moodie. Woo!
Oh, buddy.
No wonder I'm in a good mood, eh?
Hey.
Yo, these youngsters these days, they are unbelievable in terms of how they think about the game and where they want to go in life.
Hulle is so oud. They're young, but they're old at the same
old.
time. They're well put together. Huh? Like a BMW M3, they're well put together. They know what
Spark
they...
plugs and
Yeah,
alles.
alles, everything works. But
Yeah, it's fantastic,
I think I really enjoyed him. Obviously, we've
It
loved
was a
him.
good year. Ever since we started this, it was all about, how Canan Moodie was, performing, the way he pushes himself hard, forcing himself into that Rugby World Cup squad. And
it's lekker to hear how his fundamentals is based on hard work. And he knows it.
sacrifices.
Yes.
Luckily, there's nothing to do with Bulls. Just to make sure the sacrifices.
Canan, when you're watching this episode, I know you're obviously going to watch this. We will win the URC as the Bulls, okay? I'm done. All right, I'm done. Partner, but great interview with him. I hope everyone in South Africa and around the world gets to know the young man a little bit better. We're going to see him for many years to come on our screens.
Yep,
and
perfect,
we're going to obviously support him for many years. But in this week, there was a bit of, I don't want to say sad news, but...
a lot of news going on, yeah.
A lot of news. First of all, it was Duane calling time on his career. I mean, if
special player.
You've played with him for a very long time.
I had a privilege to be his vice captain as well for a season or two. What an unbelievable player, on and off the field, a gentleman of the game. And what he's done for Springbok Rugby, what he's done for Stormers, even the Cheetahs, and everywhere he went was just unbelievable. And I mean, the rugby and all can just be proud of what he's done, and he can be proud as well.
No, yes, he can be a two-time world champion.
Yeah.
The way in the manner that he played the game, the physicality that he brought the game, the intelligence off the field. I could only speak about the time I spent with him at the box, but the intelligence in the team meetings, his knowledge about defense and how he operates
how he sees the game and stuff.
So he will be missed.
He will be missed, especially in Springbok Rugby. Obviously, we have still got Jasper Wiese and the youngsters coming through, Elrich Low, Evan Roos and all those boys, but Springbok Rugby is going to miss him. And hopefully stays in the game. There's talks about him staying in coaching. Yeah,
yes.
He's a very good defensive leader. Hopefully he can move into that role as a defensive
quick
coach.
transition for him so we can keep that rugby knowledge and that IQ.
Yes, like we said last week.
Also selfishness.
Yeah, we don't want to die with the knowledge. It's important to give back.
Share.
It's important to give back to the youngsters and for the future of for the Rugby World Cup of 2027 and 31 and 34 going forward.
So Duane,
massive.
Congratulations on a fantastic career from behind the ruck.
Yep.
And enjoy retirement, my friend. I hope the body rests up really well. And it was a pleasure to play with you.
Yeah,
and it was an absolute pleasure to watch him do his thing.
100%. Do his thing. While we're on that news talking about retirement, I've got breaking news too.
Talk to me.
Yeah. Now I've made it a season to call it, retire as well. This is going to be my last year. I don't think 2024 is going to see me. In terms of retirement, I enjoyed it. I had also a long run as well. So I'm looking forward to enjoy the last couple of weeks. I'll also be playing one more game And then I've got also the IPL 10 that's coming up in Somerset as well. Maybe that's going to be my last one as well. But yeah, all good things come to an end, partner. I think
from my side, yes, champion. Congrats on a Jalse career.
Yeah, thanks, Boykie. It's been.
I think some of the tries you've scored throughout your career, Olympic medal, Springbok. Ja, daar's geen ding wat jy nie gespeel het nie. I think we'll obviously get into depth about your career a bit later. Yeah. But for now, massive congrats.
Yeah,
I know it is extremely tough to get to that decision. But may the rest of your life be the best of your life.
Yeah, that's what they say, yeah. And so I can just learn from you. Obviously, you're in that chapter now, life after rugby. So, you got to show me the way. What's
You eat. Huh? You eat. Guys, the Doritos, packet of blue Doritos, stay away from that one.
Yeah, but we can go more in depth as this episode is going on, speaking about a couple of things. But yeah, I think, all good things.
No, congrats, man. Fantastic career. Set the tone for a lot of kids. I think guys like Canan, a lot of outside backs, boys that could see you play, leading the way, leadership. Yeah. So well done, buddy.
Thanks, Boykie.
All right.
Appreciate it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and moving on. Other news? Do you have other news?
I think I read something about John Kleyn. Do you mind just explaining to the viewers what happened there?
I was just going to say what I've read through the newspapers. So obviously, they said about John Kleyn that obviously played for Ireland in the previous Rugby World Cup, and now he's got a South African rugby medal. So Ireland rugby wants him to end it after this season, even though Munster wants to keep him. So there's a lot of news going on around that, which I don't know. I'm not too sure how I feel about it. Obviously, I don't know if they feel a bit sad because they didn't get what John Kleyn achieved.
I think they're probably at the mindset of, you bet gemaak. So
yeah, we're going to see what's going to happen with it as well moving forward. Yeah. Any other news?
No. That is it, partner.
Then we go straight into a URC
Let's
news.
go into the URC. And Bulls top of the log. Sorry, I'm jumping the gun. Sorry.
Sorry. Ease into it.
Apologize.
Yeah, and we said last week we won a 3 out of 4. We didn't get 3 out of 4. A couple of upsets there as well. So we got 2 out of 4. We're moving slowly as South African rugby. So obviously with 25% wins the past 2 weeks, and now we've got 50% slowly forward, but still a couple of results didn't go away. Let me just quickly go through the results. So obviously on Friday we had Zebre versus the Sharks. It was 12-10 for Zebre.
Yes.
Okay, I repeat, 12-10 for Zebre. So it just sinks in.
Yeah.
And then after that game, it was obviously Cardiff versus Bulls. And that was Bulls won, 18-12.
Yeah, good result.
Well done. And moving on to Saturday. Again, slow start for us. Benetton 20, Stormers 17.
Yes.
Lost that one as well. And then Scarlets versus Lions also on Saturday evening. Close game, 24-23. Okay. And that's the game we called actually saying, I don't think the Lions is going to pull it through, because we said the first 3 games you're going to pull it through. So it's been tough. Let's get Sharkies.
I don't know what's going on there, buddy. Obviously, when you look at the names that they're getting back, they are getting a hell of a lot of Springboks back, right? But I still want to say this. I don't think a Sharks team should lose against a Zebre team, even without the Springboks. So that is obviously a tough loss for them. It was not very good on the ice, to be totally honest with you, buddy.
Not good for South African rugby. Very good for Zebre. Wow,
awesome for the Zebre.
Yeah.
Getting a win against a
after
team.
18 months of crafting and trying to force that win and getting against a big, massive team like the Sharks.
Yeah, it's a massive brand.
It's a massive brand. With all that Springboks, with all that injection of cash, with all that everything that's going for the Sharks. Maybe the Hollywood bets Sharks.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to go into that, but it sounds that's a roll of the tongue. But maybe it could start there. But all in all, the way the guys played, it doesn't feel like a team. It's a team that's waiting for the Boks to come back. I feel like there's guys trying to impress Plumtree and not playing as a team. Maybe that could be because all the 2-on-1s and the 3v2s is not going for them, because it's more about
selfish acts.
Yeah, I don't want to say it in that way. It's about where can I find the space, then putting people into space. So as a team environment, maybe it's just because they know the Sharks, the massive Boks is coming back. Eben and the boys. So everyone wants to prove a point. Prove Plumtree is, I want to stay here, and that could be something that they need to look at.
And I know you've obviously said it's still early days. You remind me this every week. Still early days in the URC, but I don't want them to dig themselves a hole too big. I know it's early,
A 0-4.
Yeah, because it has to be top 8 finish in the URC to qualify for the Heineken Cup. So there is repercussions if you slip a few games that you should get the 5 points. So hopefully they won't ruin this loss against Zebra, because that should have been an easy 5 points.
It should have been an easy 5 points as well, yeah.
Okay.
And with that massive budget, you don't want to be
exactly
playing Challenge Cup and all those stuff. So hopefully the next game they've got no choice. I think Plum needs to bring out the Springboks as well.
It's too soon. Too soon.
They waiting for December.
Boys,
Manne het gerust.
Manne het gerust. Laat die boys bietjie rus.
Alcohol moet nog uitfles.
Manne moet nog 'n bietjie sonna. Gee 'n bietjie tyd.
Yeah, and then your boys, well done, hey, Pagey.
Great result for Bulls. Great result for the Bulls.
They started well off. The tries. Oof. They scored a couple of good tries.
Fantastic team try that Embro scored.
And
then the Claire scored 1-1. Obviously a runaway try, but that was good to see. And then they got close till the end. But credit to the Bulls for sticking in there.
But Cardiff is a feisty team. Cardiff is they got a proud history. Obviously, once you play on that artificial, the 4G pitch, it is difficult. It is a bit different compared to the other fields, obviously, in Europe. So, very good result for the Bulls. I'm going to take that win. I'm not going to be too fussed about the way we played in the manner and the amount of tries and whatever. I think it's a fantastic win for us. It takes us to the top of the log, which is hello, meneer.
Yeah. Slow down, eh? I must say, you guys, the past 2 weeks for you guys have been good. And like Caden just said now, so they're also coming back in a couple of weeks. So you just can go from string to string, but we'll have to see. It's still early days, yeah. And then... Storm Peace. We didn't get it in Benetton. What a tough game for us. I felt like, obviously, it was perfect conditions in terms of the weather-wise.
Yes.
But the pitch wasn't that good. It was very slippery, greasy underfoot. And it's always tough for us, especially with our type of game plan, the way we want to move the ball around, the way...
The day we decided to move to Europe, to play our rugby there, it's going to be the norm. It's going to be the thing we're going to have to get accustomed to. I know it's slippery, but it's slippery for both sides.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
And we try to fight that conditions in terms of going to the malls, trying to get the kicking game into place, because we scored a good couple of maul tries. Skara scored one. We got one when John Luke kicked it over to Warwick Geland that scored in the one corner as well. So the mauls actually did work. In the first half, the second half, we lost a couple of lineouts, which was actually tough for us, especially in the 22.
Yes.
So that's something we need to fix. But all in all, it was a close game till the end. It was a close game till about the last 10 minutes. We're trying to move the ball around. We got a little bit lost, and it was end-to-end stuff. They got the ball. But credit to Benetton. They played a fantastic game. They scored fantastic tries.
They're a good team.
They're a very good team.
A really good team.
With the type of players, I think they're unbeaten as well. So with the players they do have, they're looking strong.
Fantastic drop goal by one of the South Africans.
Yes, Reino Smith, from halfway line. Great player. And the way they've done the subs as well was awesome, because you spoke about Andy Uren coming back as well. So he came off the bench with Jacob Umaga. I played with him at Wasp. Fantastic. All-around X-Factor type of players, and they just took it to us for 20 minutes. They got it shaped. They got it. We spoke about the diamond shape.
They play a bit.
They play a back. They know how to put it square, pull it out the back, keep the defenders honest. And we've got a massive, great defense. And to get the holes into us, to dent us a little bit, was good from Benetton to just get it forward.
Quick question to you, right? Obviously, the Stormers has been really successful, and I might be wrong just watching the game. Why is there a bit of frustration creeping into the Stormers' game when they didn't get their way, when things wasn't happening as easily as they thought it might have been? Is it something that they should obviously, I don't want to say be aware of, but that the past success doesn't hinder them now in the present?
No, obviously we as a team as well, it's a different type of team now for the players that obviously at the Springboks, that they make a massive difference as well, especially in pivot positions within the Stormer squad. We lost our captain early on, Salman Murad. That's our season captain. That also brings a little bit of experience and a little bit of grunt and brings something different. So we do have a good squad, but it's just important for us, the guys that are stepping out for the seniors players that can lead the squad and move them forward. Obviously, we need a good balance. Our mauls has been good, but I mean, we're going to have a target on our back when it comes to mauls. We need our kicking especially to poles, we can be better at because we missed a couple of shots at goal as well. That's why we went for touch more than going for goal. So I think we missed like 2 or 3 conversions or penalties, which could also make a massive difference. Yes. And you've seen in the Rugby World Cup how massive conversions in penalties is. And that puts you a little bit under that pressure of fighting.
Scoreboard pressure.
Scoreboard pressure. Once you get above 3 to 4 points, it's easy because then they can't just go for penalties now. They can't just go for drop goals. They have to go for a try. And our maul defense and all those type of things are very good. So that's something we need to rectify, making sure our balance in the squad is right. But we've got the next tough game coming up as well.
Okay.
And then the last one.
Yes.
The one we didn't back, Scarlets versus Lions.
I'm sorry, Lions.
Yeah, I'm sorry
too. Got that one wrong.
Yeah. We got that wrong. And then this 9s, we spoke about the Rugby World Cup, 4 9s in a team. We've got 2 9s, Sanele at 10.
Yes, but he was phenomenal.
Man of the match as well.
Man of the match performance, Sanele and Ohamba. I actually messaged him after the game just to tell him, listen, it's fantastic to see you back to your best. Obviously, his ability to move the ball around the field, it just makes it easier when a 9 is playing at 10. The distance from a pass is a bit better.
They're looking good. And credit to the boys.
They showed a lot of fight. That is a brilliant win.
It's a brilliant win.
That's honestly a great win.
Yeah, especially for them. First is in Kleyn.
First is in Kleyn. It's a great win against Scarlets for the Lions team. And hopefully this can boost them
100%.
You understand? Because
especially
we want all 4 teams to be competitive and to do well in the URC.
Yes.
So Lions, great win. Congratulations, Kes and the boys. Coach Ricky.
Keep it up. Yeah.
Keep it
South
up.
African teams, keep it up. Come on, boys.
Are those boys back yet? Or are they still on tour?
They're still on tour. They got
1 more week.
2 more games.
Okay.
Yeah, 4-week tour like the old Super Rugby.
Yes. Okay.
Hulle miss die soentjie. But anyway, let's move forward to the fixtures for this weekend coming up. Okay. So start off with your boys again on Friday night. Edinburgh against the Bulls. Okay. Edinburgh is a feisty team, and a tough team, especially at home. With Ben Vellacott, Tim Swiel is there as well, so they've got some good players. So we'll have to see what the Bulls can cook up because Nizam Khan, Devin Williams, all these boys, Gans as well is playing fantastic rugby. Yeah, you guys are looking good. Hopefully not good enough for the 23rd of December.
I hope we can pull that one through because that is going to put us into good state into the Heineken Cup. So that's an important game.
That's an important game for you guys. So Friday night at 9:30.
It's laat.
So the Red Bull moet vat, yeah. And then also on Friday, actually at the same time, we've got Ulster versus the Lions.
Okay, Ulster.
Huh?
Sorry, Lions.
Are you not backing the Lions again? You just said now, well done. Now you're not backing the Lions, huh?
I'm sorry. I'm going to go with Ulster, guys. I think Ulster is going to do this one.
We got that one on late, both of them on late Friday night.
Yes.
And then the big one for Saturday, 7:15, we've got Munster versus the Stormers. Sure. Wow.
Repeat of the final.
Hey? A repeat of the final. So we've got the revenge. We need that revenge. And it's going to be a tough one, especially after the last 2 weeks for us. Hopefully our boys can just pull it through, stick together, and that's important. If you want to change things, it can happen inside the squad. You can't look too far ahead and look at other people. You got to look at the boys, and hopefully the boys are working hard this week to get the result there.
Okay, and that's going to be a big game for you guys because then it will be 3 losses in a row. If the case might be that you lose that game, it might be 3. I'm just saying, worst case scenario.
We don't want that.
So the importance of that
game
is vital. It's a very important
game because we build that pressure on ourselves now, so that's a game we need to win. And then also on Saturday, 5 o'clock, actually before the Stormers game, we've got Sharks versus Connacht. Connacht is tough, eh?
The wind is going to blow, it might be raining.
Yeah, it's always like
very difficult. Bandi Aki.
Yeah. Is Wheatbix back?
Wheatbix, I don't know if Wheatbix is going to be back, but the Sharks... Yes, I want to give South African teams always the benefit of the doubt, right?
The Benetton.
The benefit. But it is the last week of tour, right?
Yeah.
And generally in previous times, Super Rugby, that last week you're fatigued. You want to get home, you must South Africa, you must the food, you must home, you must the comfort of your own couches. So hopefully the boys can pull up the socks.
Yeah. Because you need that third week is important.
Yes.
You don't want to go doof. And then it's been like, this is 4 weeks.
Dan bloei het.
Dan bloei jy wil net by die huis kom. You don't even care about the last game and stuff like that. Yeah. So hopefully we can get... So it's a tough weekend for South African teams.
I'm going to go Bulls is definitely going to win against Edinburgh. I'm confident. We're going to pull that one through. I'm going to go with Munster. I'm sorry. I'm going to go with Munster with the Stormers. I'm going to go with the Sharks to beat Connacht. And Sorry, Lions.
Sorry, Lions.
Sorry, Lions.
It is a tough week, eh?
Yeah.
I basically backed the Bulls maybe to get one over them. We'll definitely get one over because of the pressure we built ourselves against Munster. And then the last two I'm not too sure about. So Lions and Sharks.
Make a call.
So it's obviously the 2-2.
Make a call.
I think the
Sharks losing.
Sharks losing and the Lions losing.
Okay.
So the first 2 games, hopefully our boys will pull it through for this weekend.
All right. Guys, and that is a wrap of the
That's
URC.
a URC, yes. And it's actually now a chicken wrap all in one.
That's the end of the episode.
Yeah, what a massive episode we had. Canan Moodie.
We had Canan Moodie on.
If you don't say Canan Moodie, you're not saying it properly.
Okay, I must say it.
Canan Moodie. Put the ooh in the oodie.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we had a bit of Peppy's water in the studio. We covered the URC. We covered all of the games. Duane Vermeulen's excellent career.
Gold star.
Obviously, guys, this episode is brought to you by Rooibos Man.
Yes, Rooibos
And Behind
Man.
the Ruck is brought to you by Lulabet.
Lulabet.
Okay? That's our main partner.
Sports.lulabet.co.za.
And thank you for your ongoing support.
Yes.
And guys, as always, before we say goodbye, we
moment.
got our beauty moment of the week.
Check it out.
Pass off the fans, one-on-one with Harry Millard. Turns him in and out, gets it away to Creel. Creel, kick across the pack here. What a score! Devastating by the Bulls. One loose kick, couple of beautiful passes.
Wow.
Oh, beautiful try by Bulls.
Yeah, I gotta get credit where credit is due.
Fantastic team
And we
try.
spoke about those guys. That's very important. And you know that massive long pass with Evan Williams. That is a crack of a skill. So he's a skillful
great
player.
support run by Ambrose Papier as a 9 should
Ambrose
do.
Page.
Ambrose Papers.
Papier.
Huh? Afrikaans, ek is Engels. Okay. Los het net aan.
Yeah, and it all flowed off Gans as well. And just the teamwork. It was
I'm happy to see
special.
Bulls score tries like that. Let me put it like that.
Yeah,
happy to
that's
see
the
Bulls
stuff
teams.
we do. Okay, yeah.
See it, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, beauty.
That's a chicken wrap part,
Yo.
eh? Obviously, episode has come to an end.
Episode 19, yeah.
Guys, just first of all, again, please make sure you check out our social media platforms.
Yeah. We've got competitions going on.
Competitions every week. Don't say you didn't know about it. Don't say we didn't talk about it. None of that. So check out our social media. Ons gaan
Get cracking, yeah. Ons gaan bietjie uitdeel. Is December ons moet uitdeel.
Yes.
Huh?
Okay.
Giving back is important.
Hey,
Yes.
I love it.
And, guys, check it out, okay? Even
Yes.
Supply, we've joined forces. We're collabing with Even Supply.
Aye.
And if this looks good, look at me. If this looks good, because I'm dressed to impress,
Aye.
I want to spark the people's interest.
Okay, stop now. Sit
Because
down.
we are #1 rugby podcast.
There we
yeah,
go.
believe it.
And that's it.
Yeah, is that it?
That's it.
I don't want to say bye, but...
We gotta say goodbye, guys.
Huh?
Gotta say goodbye.
Fantastic episode, yeah.
Yeah, guys, make sure you tune in and make sure you share, like, share, and subscribe.
And comment, yeah, and let us know what you feel like.
Yeah, comment about the URC
What
games.
you like, URC games, what topics you must go. Do you like maybe
What?
timings of episode, maybe? How you feel about, the duration of the episode? All the stuff, things we want to know.
Make sure you drop it in our comment section so we can constantly improve our product.
Yep.
And make sure you guys are happy because then the show will do really well, okay? Guys, I'm Rudy Page.
I'm Juan de Jongh.
And the ruck is clear.